Hello out there in YouTube land, and welcome to Icon Breaks video. We're doing a video today, a quick video to talk about what a break is. I'm sure that many people know what breaks are. There's a big community of breakers, but there may be some of you that don't know. So we're going to go through it. We're going to explain a little bit about it. So first of all, what is a break? A break is a method of distribution of a product, whether it's trading cards or memorabilia. I'm sure it's used for other products as well, but we're specifically going to talk about trading cards today, whether it's Pokemon, baseball, or basketball, any kind of sports cards, maybe celebrity cards, that sort of thing. Any kind of trading cards can typically be acquired through a break. So let's see, we're going to talk about how people acquire trading cards to begin with. So there's several methods for acquiring trading cards. You can buy boxes of unopened cards from a store. You buy it from Walmart, Target, those kinds of stores, or from a local hobby shop. Usually what you get from a hobby shop is going to be different from what you would get from a big box retailer. The big box retailers usually don't have the same quantity or quality of hits. And a hit would be an autographed card or a card with a piece of memorabilia on it, something like that. Typically, you'll get more of that from a hobby box from a hobby store rather than a box from a retail store. I'm sure there's exceptions, but that's just a general rule. You can buy boxes by the case. So I'm going to diminish my picture here for a moment. Whoops, I didn't mean to move it. I just want to make it smaller. There we go. So what you see right there in the picture there are 6 boxes in a case of Topps Tribute, and there are 6 packs in a box. Each box has 3 or 4 pack has 3 or 4 cards. So you can typically count on 18 to 19 cards out of a box of Tribute. But the way this is distributed is different with everything. So this box, this case here of Tribute, 6 boxes, 6 packs per box. But that's not the way all of them are distributed. A case may have anywhere from 2 to 20 boxes for the most part. There are a few exceptions with more or less in the case, but that's just a general rule. All right, so you can acquire your cards through the purchase of cases or boxes. You can buy packs. You can go to most local card stores will sell by the pack. Packs of cards can range typically anywhere from $1 or $2 up to hundreds of dollars. So you could acquire your baseball cards that way. Once you have a collection of baseball cards, you can trade. You can trade with other collectors. Maybe trade with dealers if you have something that they want. Let's see, what else? You can buy single cards as well as those packs, as well as the boxes or cases. Typically from individuals on social media or eBay or any other selling platform. Another method for acquiring baseball cards is breaking. And breaking is where we take a case, like I showed you earlier, or a box, or multiple boxes, and we offer up to consumers the ability to buy their team or buy a division or a particular player or something like that. Most of it is done by team. It's called Pick Your Team, a Pick Your Team or a PYT break, or a random team break. We'll explain those differences in just a moment. But there's a lot of other different ways to break and to acquire through breaks, but we're going to talk specifically about Pick Your Teams and randoms today. So whether you're a collector, whether you're a flipper, someone who likes to buy baseball cards or sports cards or trading cards or whatever at a low price and then try and sell them at a higher price or hold on to them for a while if you think the player or the person is going to excel at what they do and then sell at a higher price later. Or if you're an investor who wants to purchase a specific player and hold on to them long term because you think their long term prospects are really good and you're getting a great value based on current pricing. So whether you're any of those 3 types of consumers of sports or trading cards, braking will work for you, or it can work for you. The main thing is to do your research, know what team or player you're buying. If you're a collector, typically you'll buy your local team. If you're a flipper, you'll look for anybody who's undervalued in a break. And if you're an investor, pretty much the same as the flippers. You're going to look for what you think is undervalued from a long-term perspective. Flipper is more like a short-term perspective. So you can purchase by the pack, by the box, by the case. You can participate in breaks. We're going to talk about two different types of breaks today, and we're going to do more of these sessions and talk about other types of breaks and how you participate in those. Today we're going to talk about pick your team or random team. Now, first of all, we do pick your team, but anything that is pick your something. You can pick your division. It might be a division break. You can pick your player if it's a player break. So there's other methods. We're just going to strictly focus on pick your team, but the same principle applies for a pick your player or pick your division or any kind of pick your break. And we're also going to talk about random teams, random divisions, or random players. And there are variations on all this, but we're just going to keep it simple today. So pick your team. I'm going to talk about baseball breaks primarily because that's what we do mostly at Icon Breaks. Occasionally we'll do football or basketball or Pokemon or something else, but most of the time it's baseball. So with a pick your team, there's 30 teams in Major League Baseball. There are 5 teams in each of 6 divisions. So those numbers are not real important, but there you go. So if you live in, let's say, Texas, you might want to purchase the Astros or the Rangers because those are your local teams in Texas for Major League Baseball. So a breaker will have a list of all 30 teams if he's offering all 30 teams. There are times when they don't. There's times they combine teams because the opportunity for good hits don't exist in every team. But just for a general rule, 30 teams, we will list the teams, all 30 of them, with a price next to that team. So if you want to purchase the Astros, for example, out of a case of cards, there will be a price and you will get all of the Astros out of that case. And we'll actually open, at least in our case, and I'm sure most breakers do this, open the case live, open every box and every pack live via a stream such as we're doing here. Although this is recorded, not a stream, but via a stream so you can see what you're going to get. And then we will ship it to you at the end of the break. Sometimes people ship a week or two later. They combine shipping. Sometimes it's once a month they ship. Some people ship every single day that they break. But you'll get all of the cards that apply to your team in the break. Now, random teams, you'll still get the same cards shipped, etc., but you don't pick your team. Random teams, there's usually some sort of a randomizer, whether it's a dice roll, and then a random selector, such as might be used on random.org, which will determine which team each person gets. So assuming 30 spots are sold, we'll put the 30 names of the participants or the 30 names of the teams into the randomizer. We will random those live, which is basically churning them over and over again to put them in different order. And then we'll line them up in other fashion, either the person participating, or the team, depending on which one we random. And that will determine which team you're going to get. And again, you'll get shipped all those cards. So I'm hoping this all makes sense. That's the difference between PYT, where you get to choose the team that you're going to get in the break, or random teams, where you might get a team through a random selection. Why would you do one or the other? Well, the random teams gives you a good opportunity to acquire a more expensive team at a lower cost, because the price of all the teams is averaged, usually. And in a PYT, the price will be different. So the Yankees in PYT, for example, and I'm just going to use random numbers, might be $100 for the Yankees in a break, maybe $500, maybe more, depends on the product. But in the random teams, they will take all of those numbers from every team and average them out, and you might pay $60 to be a random team break, and you could get the Yankees. So you would get the Yankees at a lower price that way. So that is kind of the way it works. Let's see. There's other break methods that could be used. There's random divisions. Once again, in baseball, there are 6 divisions. So we could randomize all 6 of those divisions, or all 6 of the participants, line them up, and you'll get what, either what you choose in a pick your division, or you'll get what you end up with in a randomized division. Let's see here. So I guess I wanted to keep this short. So that's an introduction to breaking. If you would like to join us, go to facebook.com/groups/icon breaks. You can see icon breaks there on the screen. facebook.com/groups/icon breaks. That's where we offer up our breaks, so you can participate through that forum there. And you can also join us for the live chat when we do have a break. Our breaks are all live streamed when we do perform them. They're streamed to this channel on Facebook, so you can watch them here later if you're unable to watch them when they're live. They are all posted here. You can actually watch some of the breaks that are already posted here on our YouTube channel. Just go ahead and click on one and watch it. You'll see how it works. Let's see, what else? So while you're watching this, go ahead and give us a thumbs up. We would appreciate that. And subscribe to our channel, and we'll talk about more different styles of breaks. In a couple of days, I'll post another video with some other styles of breaks. For right now, if you're ready to go join a break right now, go join us at facebook.com/groups/icon breaks. And I'll give you 20% off on your first break. Just mention that you watch this video here on YouTube. Also comment on this video and tell me that you're going over there. Give us that thumbs up and give us a subscribe. Do those 4 things and you'll get 20% off your first break. This is only valid for new breakers to Icon Breaks. So come join us. We'd love to see you. We'd love to have you. Right now we have a break posted. It's a random division break for, what are we doing? Oh, Tribute. Topps Tribute. It's a 3-box break. Later this week we'll have another product. Next week we'll have Topps Chrome. So we have lots of breaks coming up. So come join us. Facebook.com/groups/icon breaks. We look forward to seeing you.